air conditioners on, but it's so hot. Anyway, I think this is gonna be my last video. It's gonna be a little bit mixed, so yeah. I'm sorry for those that I haven't, made a video yet, but I'll try my best next week. As you know, I only make my videos once a week. And this topic is about friendship, and not friendship, it's friendship area and or Korean town and Clark. There was this guy, he's asking about those, is it safe to live there, and are there safe places in Angeles City to live? Well, okay, my former boss lived in both of those areas. He's a Korean. So inside Clark, it's always advertised, especially for Koreans, that it's a safe place. That's why many Koreans, when they live there, they're a little bit stuck up. They think it's safe, but suddenly somebody kills them, something like that. Anyway, okay, Clark is a safety zone because it's actually like where the Air Force is, Philippine Air Force. And if you would ask me, it really looks safe, but it's not accessible by jeepneys most of the time. So you would have to walk, not unless if you have a car, or you would rent a car or hire a taxi. That is the inconvenience of living in Clark. But so far, I would say it's a safe area. Like, you can jog, you can run around, and it's clean and it's beautiful. But in terms of convenience, it's not that convenient. Plus, there's no supermarket inside Clark aside from Pure Gold like that. So I think that is not really good for you, right? Another thing about, maybe Clark is safe for foreigners, but for Filipina, no, girls. Why? When I was working there, my boss would do their best for us not to go home too late, because there are two incidents where there's this white van that, because there are many factories, call center places there. So there's this one woman, she works in the factory, and then she wasn't able to get the, what do you call that, the last trip for a jeepney. And then there's this white van that took her and then raped her and killed her and threw her body somewhere. So it's really unfortunate and really sad. That's why, if you have a relative or a family like me, I always warn my younger sister to be careful. Like, stay in crowds like that. Sometimes it's better that someone would steal your phone than steal your life, right? So I always tell her that. And nowadays Angeles has, I don't know, I think men are becoming more desperate for doing that. Seriously, it's so disgusting. And there are even rumors that that white van is actually ran by Koreans. Now, those are just rumors. It's not, some says it's Koreans, some says, just crazy Filipino people like that. Regardless, whoever it is, just be careful. Tell your girls to be careful. Even another thing that is dangerous inside Clark is that if they know your routine, especially if you like walking around at night, showing off your phone, something like that, there are instances that people in motorcycle would just point a gun at you and take it. Just give it. Now let's go to Friendship area. Friendship area is very accessible by jeepney. You can walk, and there are many Koreans, blah blah blah. The thing is, compared to Clark, it's a little bit more dangerous over Friendship, because, as you know, tricycle drivers can enter, any cars can enter, and yeah. I know many Koreans who are robbed around Friendship area. That's why most of them still prefers, hiring a tricycle driver, or sometimes they would get in a car So I think safety is really, I think the safest place for me is walking street. So mm, if you will ask me where you could live safely around Angeles City, for a Filipino, I guess anywhere. Not really anywhere, but I guess there are a lot of options. But for foreigners, I would say Clark is good, but it would be kind of pricey and inconvenient unless you have a car. Seriously, when I was teaching there, we had to walk like 20 minutes under the sun. So it wasn't really that comfortable. Anyway, let's go to a safe place. I think, you know, um, nowadays in Angeles City, you cannot really guarantee safety. I would say it's better for you to rent in a condo hotel or then rent a car or have your own car, because wherever you live there are instances that it can be dangerous. But anyway, you can try Timogpark. It's quite far, but many foreigners live there, and it is a secluded subdivision. Although it's also accessible by jeepney, it is still, foreigners still prefers there because they know it's safer than, like subdivisions around Angeles in Angeles City, like normal subdivisions. It's secluded. You can also try Villa Teresa. Villa Teresa is really far, like 30 minutes from the jeepney. It's behind Holy Angel University. Angeles City's old rich live there, so you would see their fences. They don't have fences usually, and my boss rents there. The rental would be about 25. I think they rented the house 25,000 pesos, and it has about 4 bedrooms. It's really big, and it's a safe, secluded area, and many old. If you're looking for old rich in Angeles City, they usually live there. Um, the thing is, it is accessible by jeepney, but if your house is a little bit, far back, you have to walk a little bit far. But it's really, I think if you would ask me where would I live, I would live there. It's really nice, actually. It's near Nepo Mall, if you know Nepo Mall. It's behind Nepo Mall. So if you see those big fences and big houses behind Nepo Mall, that is a part of Villa Teresa. And as I've said, Old Rich lives there. Other options where you can live is, Hansonville Plaza, Hansonville Homes. Those are also good options. I think the best thing is you have a car, so you will be safer, and don't try to live in areas which are really open. So those Hansonville Homes are really good. Villa Teresa, Timogpark, those are the closest to Angeles City. But regardless, wherever you live, I think that safety is up to you. It's up to you how you would manage to keep yourself safe, and it's also up to you on how to protect yourself from bad things. But regardless, those areas are really beautiful. And I remember one more, but I forgot the name. But anyway, those are the most accessible by jeepney. The others are not really accessible by jeepney, so I won't really recommend them. I hope this video helped, and I'm gonna try to make one more, but I'm not sure. So have a nice weekend, guys, because I'm gonna have a nice one. And be happy. I mean, life is short. Some of us have a few years to live, so let's all just be happy.